We are the Other People Show. I'm Adam.
And I'm Jake, and I messed up.
But that's okay. Um, we have a fun show tonight. It's 10:36 on this Thursday
In the
night
PM.
in the PM. So man, what's been going on?
Man, it's just been a busy week of just work. Really busy. I'm still working on a that special project that I can't tell you about.
The secret project.
Secret project. So I spent a lot of my nighttime working on that. And then I've been working during the day. And you know what what I always, you can even see it. So this is my second monitor, which is really bright, so it's hard to see it. But I know, sorry, ready?
You're blinding me.
So it's my light. It lights my face. I've been watching a lot of tennis. I've been following the women's tennis tour.
Okay.
But I'm following, and I'm not really picking the women's tennis tour over the men's tour, but the men's tour, they're playing in way different time zones.
Right.
So they don't play 3:00 in the morning, but the women are playing all day. But I'm only following players who run their own social media.
Really?
Like Serena Williams, she'll post a video on there every once in a while, but she's got
a
people.
Team. She's got a team.
Yeah, so I'm following the people who are struggling to make it. You can tell that they're their coach isn't going to this match because they can't afford to put them up in the hotel.
Right.
I'm following those people because you get such a I feel like I'm getting this behind the scenes insight as to what it's like to be a struggling professional athlete. And it's so interesting. And they're all independent contractors.
Right.
None of them have contracts. You just go to these tournaments and you win, and then you take that money and fly to the next place, and then you just keep doing that. So that's what I've been doing. What have you been up to?
That's pretty cool. Well, I have been, there's kind of a, something a little bit that's been going on with Pippin, and I didn't want to.
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm cool with Pippin. I am cool with Pippin. Okay. But I think last week, maybe I was going through Pippin's, actually he wanted me to look at a photo. So I was looking through the phone and I saw those pictures that I showed you last week. So that was with my friend Shelly. She'd been on the show once this past summer.
Yeah.
When we did the game show episode. So earlier I've kind of been I guess I could say, I have a crush on someone, and I was a little bit worried that Pippin is going to step in. So earlier I thought that I might actually go out on a limb and ask this girl out. But she sent me back a picture of, I'll show you the picture she sent me back.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The picture she sent back, she said, you might be upset, maybe not. And then she had the little emoji like that. I said, she said, you want to see away or do you want to see here? So she sent me her new screensaver on her phone. Pippin. So
savage move.
Yeah. I honestly considered Pippin kind of like a puppet life coach, if you will.
Puppet pal.
Yeah. Yeah. You were my human life coach, and Pippin was the other one. So that being said, I'm not going to hold that against him. Pippin has the moves, and I'm just a jittery nerd. So, it is what it is. But other than that, the week has been good.
That's good. Pippin's a phase. He's just a phase that people go through, and then when they learn all of the ins and outs about him, he moves on and he leaves people behind
in the dust.
Yeah.
I've been traveling a little bit this past week, last week and a half, And Pippin has been on the tongues of several different people in positive ways. So what I want to try to do here is I'm going to try to have this PR stunt where it shines a positive light on me and not just on Pippin. Because you have the positive light on you all the time. I mean, like that light that you just showed the audience. See, there it is.
Yep, there's my positive light.
Yes. So that being said, it's been a good week, and it's been positive things are coming.
Can we talk for just one moment about how when we first did the show, when we were the Midnight Mutants, I'm the one that had the crazy life where like everything was like kind of weird. I had like all this weird stuff going on. I had the weird people in my life, and you just kind of worked at the movie theater.
Yeah.
And then you had a steady girlfriend
who just celebrated her 9-year anniversary.
I saw that. Congratulations. And now everything is flipped.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the steady life and you have the crazier life. Was
there a question in that, or just the
Nope. just an observation.
That is true. Hey, Tasha.
I'm loving your new background too.
Oh, I'm glad.
Looks like you're in the studio.
Yeah, I'm in a new studio that's
nice.
been put to a makeshift studio, but it's been put together.
Looks good.
And thank you for saying. I want to fix these little things, but you really think that I should just paint over the? I could get some black thumbtacks.
Yeah, or you could get black thumbtacks, one or the other. Yeah. Or you could get just a magic marker.
Yeah, just put right over them.
Yep.
So yeah, things are slowly coming together, and but there was something that I did want to ask you before I comment on your statement. That is a true statement. Things were for a while like a circus. I think I mentioned that on the show.
And not like the Cirque du Soleil.
No.
It's very fluid and movement. The ones that have the tigers and the lions that get loose and rip through the audience.
Right.
One of those kind of circuses.
Yeah. It was kind of like, it was excitement because you never knew what was going to happen, but it was also, I don't know what's going to happen. So it's, both. So that being said, things are starting to get a little bit more on a balanced path, I guess I could say. So that's a positive. But I was thinking earlier about things that people dread or things that people might fear. And I was wondering, do you have any kind of a thing, like a place that you dread? Like, do you dread going to like when you used to go to the Princess of Pain? Did you dread, is that the most dreadful feeling that you ever had? Or when you have to go to the dentist or certain things like that? Do you have anything like that that you dread, or anything odd that you might dread?
It used to be that, but I don't go to physical therapy anymore. And then I found a really nice physical therapist who was an Olympic gymnast from Canada. She was super nice. I never cared about going to the dentist. I still don't care about going to the dentist.
It doesn't bother you?
I don't mind it one bit.
Really?
My dentist, however, I'm kind of pissed at my dentist because you know how they floss your teeth when they do it?
Yeah.
My gums always, they always bleed. And they say, well, if you floss your teeth more, then they wouldn't be so aggravated. I think that's wrong. I think they just suck at flossing teeth. So what I've decided to do is between my last dentist and my next dentist, I'm going to floss my teeth almost every single day. And then if I go into the dentist's office and it still gets aggravated and bleeds, then I'm going to say, you're wrong. I don't need to floss my teeth. That's not the problem. The problem is that you don't know how to do your job.
Now,
I don't care about you.
Do you floss every day?
For the last few weeks I have, because I'm pissed at this dentist.
So were they kind of shaking your finger like you need to do this?
I just get tired of it because they get a piece of like when I floss, I use a piece of dental floss. When they floss, they get out a piece of barbed wire and they go and they like pull it down.
I hate that. What if I'm always afraid they're going to rip my tooth out of my gum?
Yeah. I'm like, you don't know how to floss. This is literally your job and you don't know how to do it. So that part I don't like. But the rest of the dentist, I don't care.
Well, the next time I'm going to go to the dentist, they're going to have to put me under to clean my teeth because I can't take it. I just can't take it. Can't take it.
What do you not like about it?
And when I'm sitting there, I'm just thinking of these little dental utensils scraping across it. What if they sneeze? What if they mess up and they're scraping my gum? I'm like, oh, the thought, I can't take it. They did it last time. They got to like not even halfway at the top. And I was like, I always put my hand up, like, because you can't really talk. I'm like, and then they were like, yeah. And I was like, stop.
Did they use that like water jet thing that shoots water out like 5 million miles an hour?
Like the water pick?
Yeah.
I have a home water pick, but I haven't used it. It's like about that tall. I mean, it's not as forceful as the one at the dentist, but they're like, you can get one probably $60-$70.
It makes me so happy to go to the dentist when they clean right under like the inside of your lower jaw.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's why I like going to the dentist.
Like I love having the clean feeling of I love that, but and I don't like seeing like you're laying me back there, but you're putting the utensils right where I can see them. I don't want to see this like sharp, dagger. Hand me the clipper clobber.
Where's the lance? Can I get the lance?
So it's like, put that stuff out of mind, and they're like, I just, the whole thing, I'm not a fan. I mean, I do brush my teeth, probably more than you should, but going to the dentist is just an icky, I'm going to use icky feeling. So
to me, that would be camping. I've only camped once in my life, and it was the most miserable experience of my entire life. And Alex wants to go camping. I just don't want to do it. Like, to me, I do. Like outdoor.
Sorry, I just noticed the computer is only on to 4% battery. So
okay.
Continue outdoors.
Yes. So I would hate the idea of camping, and I have absolutely zero interest. I love air conditioning. I love running water. I love the ability to go to the bathroom and push a little button and it whoosh, all leaves. I love taking a shower. I love to be clean. And you can't do that when you camp. I just don't like it. Ugh.
That's true.
Like bugs. I hate bugs. It's so funny because I'm from the country. I spent all of my youth outside with bugs, and Alex is from the city, and she way more is into that stuff than I am.
That is kind of funny because I've not really, I mean, I like running outside. I like hiking.
Yeah. I like to be outside.
I've not went camping in a while. But I think I've been invited to camp. So I might try to, I like canoeing. I like kayaking.
Yeah. I love that stuff too. Yeah.
But I also heard
hiking,
somebody, they said that when they go out, they showed me the tent that they go in, and it's not like your little tent. It's like a big tent with like the nice air mattress. So it might not be as bad.
Does it have air conditioning?
It might. I don't know.
Running water.
Not the running water part.
I just like, to me, it's like we have been blessed with houses, so why would we not?
Why not use them? So here's what happened. If you guys go camping, you need to shoot a little 1 or 2 minute short about the experience of camping.
No, because then here's what I would do. If I went camping, I would literally just stare at the top of the tent all night. I would not sleep.
You don't think so?
Oh, heck no.
Like, what would it be the fear of like something coming in the tent?
Snakes. bears,
Snake.
lizards,
What would you be the most
spiders,
fearful of out of those four things that you just named?
snakes, and bears.
Yeah.
I watched have you ever seen The Grizzly Man?
I've not. I've seen like a commercial for it, but I've
That
not seen it.
the bears are real. And that's how that guy Timothy Treadwell died, was because they were camping out in their tent and the bear ripped them to shreds.
Wow.
It
I'm just
happens.
going to step over here. I got to plug this in
Okay.
really quickly.
So I would say that would definitely be my
So
my
when did
biggest
it?
thing.
It seems like we talked about when that happened. Was it like in 2007 when he got ripped to shreds, or was that more recently?
I think it was I was thinking it was around 2000s.
Oh, so, okay. So we weren't doing a show at the time.
I don't think so. That
Okay.
documentary is one of my favorite documentaries of all time, though. 2005 is when the documentary came out. 2003.
Sorry for that unprofessionalism just then, but
That's fine.
what can you do?
I was yeah, 2003 is when
Okay.
it yeah.
So yeah, that would
So
be a
yeah, that would
pretty
be my thing.
now what about have you ever watched do you like going to like the zoos or things like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Aquarium?
Yep. Love it.
Because some people have
When
are
they're
under the mindset they like zoo or they like an aquarium, but I've heard people say basically once you've seen one, you've seen them all. But I don't know if I agree with that because there's
okay.
different things at each place and the just I've been to several aquariums, but they've all been different. They've all had similar
Yeah.
things, but they all have the Chattanooga Aquarium is a really nice aquarium.
I have heard so many good things about that, but I've never actually been. No,
Yeah,
that's a lie. I think there's two parts of it, and there's like a freshwater and a saltwater,
yeah, I think so. I
and
think
I think I
so.
went to the freshwater one.
Chattanooga, if you've been there before, right? It's a nice little city. I liked it.
Alex's mom used to live there. She lived there for like almost a decade.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we
Okay.
used to go, yeah, we used to visit it, and it's a happening place. It's definitely growing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of cool, become a real tech city.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't mind to actually live in a smaller city like that. You know,
It's a good one.
because I mean, there's opportunity there. They're growing. It's booming, but yet it does. You're. I didn't feel overwhelmed.
Mm-mm.
Like a New York or somewhere like that. Now, when you were in, do you feel overwhelmed when you're back in Detroit? Like it would.
I feel a little bit. I get claustrophobic a little bit in bigger cities.
Yeah.
So like New York, I feel a little bit claustrophobic. Detroit, I feel a little bit claustrophobic. But not really. Like I really Detroit's a tough city. Like
See, I've
like
never
we're
been there.
it. Okay, imagine a city that's as big as I think it's as big as three New York boroughs put together,
Okay.
and it has 600,000 people. So it's like tiny compared to how big it is.
Right.
And so in this big city, you have no Walmart, zero Walmarts, zero Targets, no Taco Bell. Uh, like none of these things. No movie theater in the whole city.
Really?
Whole
Really?
city, no chain movie theater. Whole city. It's so different and it's so weird. Now I don't say that in a bad way. I mean that's part of this stuff where I was like, dang it, I wish they had a little bit of these
Right.
things.
But were you surprised? I mean, I understand they don't have the Target and the Walmart, but were you surprised that no Taco Bell, no
No
movie
movie
theater?
theater. Yeah, I
That's kind of
was.
odd. No movie theater.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of like how like Walmart kind of like invaded in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, Detroit, I guess at that point, Walmart was like, no, we're not really like invading into. it's like Detroit kind of, the corporations stopped coming in like the 60s and 70s. And so it's just local stuff.
Right.
Now you drive into the suburbs, all that stuff in the suburbs, like mile, I think it's 9 mile and above. You know,
Okay.
everybody knows 8 mile.
Yeah.
But I think 9 mile is the suburbs. So you have all that stuff in the suburbs, so you have to drive to it. But in the city itself, which is a big city, doesn't have any of that stuff. It's really, really, really interesting.
No, I'll have to do. I've not really done that much research on there. Now, what would you say the top? It don't have to be in any kind of order, but what your top couple cities or small cities that you've visited?
Small cities or cities?
Either,
Um,
unless you know like 3 specific cities or.
I loved. I'm gonna go like so on the nose here.
Okay.
I loved Sydney, Australia.
Oh well, okay. You're doing worldwide.
Okay,
cities.
let's go. Let's go American.
Okay.
I love New York just because I love New York.
I really had a good time when you and I went to New York last time. I've not been there since then.
Yeah.
When we went to the Ed Burns film.
That was a lot of fun.
And it was quick.
Yeah.
It was fast.
You know a city that I like that I didn't think I was gonna like?
What's that?
Philadelphia.
You know, same.
You've been there a few times.
Yeah.
You've been to a lot of shows there.
Every time I've been there, I've had a good time.
Yeah.
I've been there like five times, and each one has been a fairly quick trip, but I've had fun every time.
Yeah, we've had some great. Alex is a foodie, so we always find restaurants, and we had one of our favorite meals of all time at some little cafe thing in Philadelphia. It was so good.
Me and Lakin got like we went to a show up there, and before the show she wanted to get some drinks, and so we went to this little bar and got a couple. Then we went to this little steak. They had other things, but this little place, and we just got, we did the traditional, I guess, Philly cheesesteak. Delicious though, delicious, and it's been fun every time I've went there. What's another one?
I like Chicago. Big fan of Chicago.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Midtown Chicago. That's where Second City and like all that stuff is near Northwestern. That's a great place. All right, I'm gonna hit you in left field, right?
Okay.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
You did tell me one time before.
Did I?
Yes. Now that you said it again.
You
spent the day there by yourself, didn't you?
I did. I was driving to Minnesota, so I went through Sioux City, Iowa. No, Des Moines, Iowa. But one of my stops was Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it was now summer. Winter, probably a different scenario. Yeah. But it was just, I never felt so safe in a city.
Really?
In the middle of the night, I walked from one end of the city to the other one because I went to a baseball game and I didn't want to Uber back. So I just walked back to my hotel, and people just sitting out on their porches. It felt like a small town. And
really?
I was like, this was, and the weather was beautiful. It was one of the coolest experiences.
Very cool.
Not a lot going on there, but it's really pretty.
Right.
And it was just felt super safe. And
see, would it be worth giving up to feel super safe, but not have as much going on, or have more going on, but you're not going to feel as safe? You know what I mean?
That's the constant battle. Yeah, I don't know.
But if you lived in the safe city, but it could be closer to some other bigger cities that you could travel to.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's the cool thing about like Chattanooga is you're so close to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So you can get to Atlanta in no time.
I'm going to be traveling to Atlanta for the first time in a little over a week.
Oh, really?
On the way to Florida. So, yeah.
Oh, you got a trip coming up.
Yeah. And
right.
so I'll be doing the show from another location.
Nice.
Filming a music video. to a Lou Reed song. It's not my own song, but we're going to
Mhm.
film an interpretive video for it, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I've not been to Atlanta, and I haven't been to Florida in quite a while. Quite a
Wow.
while. Probably
Nice.
15
Can you
years
tell
maybe.
us what you're gonna do there?
Uh, no,
Okay. All right.
no, no. I
I
can just
know.
say the cameras will be rolling,
I don't doubt that.
and there will be there'll just be a lot of fun videos and clips this summer.
Nice.
So, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I got to go here in a second, but I want to hear your top three. I know one of them.
So one of them, as you know, I'll get that out of the way, would be Savannah.
You're a big fan of Savannah.
Yes,
It's a
yeah,
nice city.
yes,
I've been
yes,
there once. It's a real nice city, close to
yeah,
the beach.
yeah, yeah, and it has that small town feel, but it's very artsy, and I
Mm-hmm.
love the cobblestone, and it seems like it'd be a good place for a foodie as well.
You
They
got,
had a
oh yeah, food's really good.
Yeah,
So
and then
you
you've got
got SCAD
yeah,
there.
yep, you got that, and there's a lot of museums and history there. The
Mhm.
weather's great. You do have bugs,
Yeah.
mosquitoes, humidity, so that's part of the trade-off.
There's no perfect city.
No, another place that I really liked was I like Dallas. Anytime that I've been to Dallas, I've had a good experience.
Okay.
Or Fort Worth, the Dallas Fort Worth area. I'll put that in there. One time I went down there and there was a country singer named Ty Herndon. He had just had a number
I'm,
one song.
I remember Ty.
He had got in trouble for indecent exposure at a nearby park the night before. So my family and I, we were just walking, just sightseeing, and the reporters come over and they put the microphone in front of my grandmother's face and ask her what she thought about that. I don't think she knew who Ty Herndon was, but her reaction was, "I'm shocked." So I'm standing in the background. I've got a green Seattle Supersonics Sean Kemp shirt on, some khaki shorts, and I'm about that much taller than everyone else. I don't say a word, but that was on there. So I have fond memories of there. And I
Dallas.
guess my third would be, I guess Seattle, Washington.
Never been there. I
You know,
flew through there, but Alex says that doesn't count.
no, I guess no. I mean, I guess you could say you've. No, I wouldn't say it would count. Would you? Like you've been there, but but you've not set foot there. Like you've not sensed the city.
I say that I've been to Washington State.
Okay.
So I say that Alex says it. Bill. I just say that I have. What do you like? I've never heard. Dave Matthews lives in Seattle. Do you know Brandy Carlisle?
Yeah. I didn't know Dave
Al,
Matthews lives in Seattle though.
yep, he lives in Seattle. His wife has been working at a hospital there for like really 20 years, I think. So he's lived there in Charlottesville. And then Alex has really gotten into Brandy Carlisle. She lives right outside of Seattle.
Okay.
Alex I've never heard a bad thing about Seattle, but I've never been there. I don't know anything about it.
It's I was younger when and I've not been back there since, but I always remember, just having a good time. It was kind of like I remember in Sidewalks of New York, and then we can go. Edward Burns talks about seeing, like in one of the little interviews in the movie, his character talks about, Heather Graham's character. He was from one of the boroughs, and he always like saw getting to the city as like the goal. That's what their goal was, and that's kind of how it was when we were in Oak Harbor. We lived on a little island, Whidbey Island, and it seemed like getting to go to Seattle was the big thing. We
Where
would like
did where did you live?
Oak Harbor,
Oak
Washington,
Harbor.
on a little island called Whidbey Island. So we would often take the ferry from there to Seattle and explore and have fun. So it was a lot of fun. And
Whidbey Island.
yeah, and I really do want to go back out there. I love the weather there too. It's like a constant 65 degrees. I mean,
and
at night
and
it's not,
rainy.
but yeah, or a mist, a mist.
Yeah.
Oh, someone is saying camping plots come with running water, electricity hookups for small extra cost. And they
Or you
call
could
it
just get a hotel.
glamping because it's glamour camping. Glamping.
I've heard of the glamping.
So yeah.
I would rather just stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah, I guess those would be my my couple
All
places.
right.
So
I've never been. Austin, Texas is on my
oh,
list of places to go.
yeah, I want to go there. I've never been.
Seattle's on my list of places to go, and San Diego.
I'd like to go to San Diego and en route to Slab City.
There you go. I've heard the weather in San Diego is like absolutely perfect.
I've heard that
And
too.
yet everybody I've ever talked to said that San Diego's the worst.
Because it's so expensive, I've heard.
Oh, maybe that's
I've heard it's really expensive.
Alex really wants to go to Joshua Tree.
Oh.
That's another place that she and I, we were going to do a West Coast visit. When this whole thing started, we were going to buy 2 hazmat suits and fly out west to Arizona and then go to San Diego or Joshua Tree. Yeah. But then we decided maybe not.
So it's been a good show.
Yeah.
So we'll be back next week with On the Movies, right?
Yes, we'll be doing 7.
Yeah, and I want some people to join in and watch the movie if they haven't watched it. And we'll be back with another great episode of the Other People Show. It's been fun, man.
Good show.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and please check out the Other People Show on YouTube, and they can go to King Network TV on Fire Stick, and go to Roku TV and check it out that way. And Amazon, they can go on there as well and just download the app. There we are. And you, my friend, are the face. The face. Every video that's posted, kingnetworktv.com, you're the face.
Let's go.
So I'm Adam.
I'm Jake.
And we are the Other People. See you, man.
See ya.